There is not a single sign of humans. Like, none. No fire roads, no trails, no houses, nothing on the top of the mountains. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. For some reason I've lost the inner rubber O-ring here for my Sawyer filter, and the general store here doesn't have any filters, so I've got my Gorilla Tape wrapped around some batteries here. So I'm going to, with the pair of scissors I borrowed and my knife, etc., I'm going to make a O-ring, hopefully. Here is we're trying to prevent contaminated water around this seal right here from leaking down this filter and into the clean water. All right, let's see if it works, shall we? It looks like it's way better than it was, for crying out loud. Cool. So there we go. Success. Heading back onto the PCT. I'm gonna do a Nero today since I did 18 yesterday and my knees bothering me a little bit. And so going up to Agua Caliente Creek should be a neat place to camp up there and plenty of water. Like to use a little white tub. That way I can see how clean the water is before I drink out of it. Then I can pick a good spot. All right, it's about 7 a.m. all packed up, and we are on our way to Mike's today. It's 12 miles from about mile 1, 15 and a half, and this campsite was full of what I like to call those tourist groups. They think they're learning backpacking, but I don't know. That campsite back there was very full. It was a group of 20 or so. I'm not sure if they have a permit or not, but whatever. Lost Valley Spring, and the condition is pretty, got a lot of gook. Probably need a coffee filter or bandana. Lucky for me though, just 100 feet down is a running creeklet, I'll call it. All right, here we go to the water tank. Okay, made it to 127. We're headed down to Mike's place. Hopefully it's open, and I guess we're gonna pass by the water tank also. All right, after some breakfast and coffee at Mike's, I'm headed out a little late, but it's pretty terrible this morning. foggy, windy, but hopefully it'll all change here shortly. San Diego weather. You just never know. Completely blue sky, absolute terror. Pretty roady in there. All right, I'm in Nance Canyon. I thought the creek might still be running, but it is not. However, there are little pools. I've got plenty of water, but there are little pools of water that haven't quite dried out yet. And this particular one has all kinds of tadpoles in it. How cool is that? Look at these little guys. Boop, boop, boop. It's just before 6 o'clock here, Nance Valley. And, gonna do 11.5 miles today to Paradise Valley Cafe, and that's that'll complete this part of the section. I gotta tell you, there's some pretty steep ascents and descents. So be prepared for that coming out of Nance. Nance Canyon, Nance Valley. Nance is that's a pretty steep first mile or so, and then it doesn't stop for another 5, and then you're kind of roller coaster in here from 146 to 148. So as we're coming down, I'll talk about this first part of section B out of Warner Springs. You can't miss Mike's Place. Just get water whenever you can, because some of the conditions of some of those springs are questionable at best. So if there's a creek flowing because it just rained, then pick up a liter or so. It's pretty dry, and this is late March. 4 years ago there was a fire and they still haven't opened that trail. So if you hike from the 74, you can only get about 6-7 miles up before you're gonna go down to an alternate, and you're gonna go right back to the 74 again, up to Idyllwild anyway. So I'm just gonna wait to complete that particular piece when they open the trail. So they're making some progress this year, so I had the luxury of coming back and doing that section without too much inconvenience. So I'm gonna do that later. So my next video will be from Idyllwild, from one of the side alternate trails, up to San Jacinto and down into Cabazon.